For your assignment for Chapter 2, I'm going to ask you to create both flowcharts and pseudocode to solve a simple sequence program. So to do flowcharts, you will download Visio 2010. You will get that for free, and I'll give you information on how to do that. So this is what Visio 2010 will look like when you first open it. What you're going to do is you're going to choose the basic flowchart and then click on Create here, or you can do a double click. Okay, and you will have then your document that's in a grid structure that you can create your flowchart on. Over to the left are your shapes. I'm going to create a flowchart on page 33 of Figure 2.2. It starts with a start-end symbol. Notice I simply just drag it over. If you want text, double-click, and then that will open up and you can add text. Moving on, next is an input-output, because we're going to input, or we're going to prompt. We're going to output display. It's called a prompt. Enter the number of hours the employee worked. Okay. And if you'd like to, you can resize this so it's not quite as long on your, okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, and that will draw an arrow for me. Not a straight arrow, I'll probably have to, there we go. Okay, next we're going to ask for input for hours, so similarly we'll drag and drop, okay, and type input hours. Now I'll go ahead and expand this and shrink it a little bit, move it into the center, and then when I click on here and you see this little blue arrow, click that, that shall draw an arrow from one shape to the next. So you continue on. To save time, I'll suppose this is the end, though it's not the end, so I'll drag the terminator symbol there, and like before, select the figure right above it and click on the blue arrow, and that's going to draw that line. Okay, so let's say you're all done with your flowchart. This is what you want to turn in. What you're going to do now is just draw a rectangle around the entire flowchart. All symbols should be selected. Okay, so you notice now I finally took 3 times, but I have a rectangle around there. I'm going to right mouse click within that rectangle, hit copy, come over to Word, and here I have my homework assignment started in Word. And by the way, A and B are not necessarily the answers to 1 or 2. I just wrote that there. Let's say number 3, you needed a flowchart. You could now paste that flowchart right here. Okay? And then if you think it's too large, you can resize, etc. So that's how you will create a flowchart in Visio and copy paste it to Word for submission.